my name is Quentin Singer. You're watching My Nappy Roots, and if you got a little time, you might as well stick around. Welcome back to My Nappy Roots, everyone. This video is my product haul. I have staple products that I use depending on what type of style I'm doing. Those products are different. There is some overlap, but this is my staple product haul, and we're going to start off with my wet styles or my no heat styles. I use those terms interchangeably. First, whenever I'm doing a no heat style, I like to always start on freshly co-washed hair. In between styles, I like to co-wash. It gives my hair the pliability it needs, and I can control the amount of oil. I can control the amount of products on it if you have clean hair. What I use to co-wash is VO5. This is the VO5 Tea Therapy Chamomile scent because I like the light scents. I don't like heavy, overpowering scents. And this is a brand new bottle. And when I use about this much of the bottle and there's enough room to add in my oil and my honey, that's when I add that in. I don't like to pour this whole bottle into another bottle. I like to just use a little bit of it, and then I'll put in my mix-ins. So, what I love about VO5 is that it is extremely cheap. It moisturizes your hair wonderfully. It's silicone free, and we all know that silicone buildup leads to dryness. If you want to avoid silicone buildup, I would definitely recommend VO5. Any type of VO5 conditioner is great. I just prefer to use the Tea Therapy because of the smell. That's all. Next, from time to time, I do like to use a leave-in conditioner, and my leave-in of choice is the Aphogee's Pro Vitamin Leave-In. This leave-in is full of water and full of glycerin and full of a lot of different synthetic vitamins. What I use this for is for a detangling spray, more than the actual leave-in conditioner, more than the moisturizing properties of the conditioner. I like to use this as a detangling spray because of the high glycerin content in this. This has a high glycerin content, and glycerin helps aid in the detangling process. This is what I use this for. I don't use it every day. I use it when my hair is extremely tangled. That's when I'll pull this out, or from time to time. And my favorite oil is olive oil. But right now, over the summer and into the beginning part of the fall, until I use the rest of it up, I've been using grapeseed oil. Now, I know this bottle says hot six oil. At one point it was hot six oil, but that was a while ago. This is an old bottle, as you can see by the label. The label is peeling off. But I love this bottle for the applicator tip on it. I go into my scalp with this and I run beads of oil up and down my scalp. Right now this is grapeseed oil, and I'm really loving grapeseed oil because it is so light. Oil is definitely essential in the moisture retention of our hair. Dry hair equals breakage, and I so firmly believe that. Combating dryness is absolutely paramount if you want to retain the health of your hair and retain the length of your hair and then grow it longer. Olive oil, grapeseed oil, sesame oil, those are my favorite three oils, and I've used them for long periods of time, and I love all of them. So the last product in my staple products for my wet styles or my no heat styles is the Aphogee's mousse for relaxed hair. When I want to do a bantu knot out sometimes, and I want to have super defined curls, and I want to have a little bit of a hold to my hair. When I do a bun, when I do a ponytail, and I want to have some hold, I always use this when I want hold, because This has an excellent hold. There's some ingredient in this that tames down frizz immediately. I don't know what that is, but I need to find out what that is. If any of you know what ingredient is in this mousse that tames down hair, like instantly, let me know. What I love about this is that it is clean rinse, and a clean rinse formula means that you can wash this out of your hair with water. I'm not a big fan of shampoo or a big lover of shampoo or even a big user of shampoo. When I do wet styles or no heat styles, there is no shampoo involved unless my hair is extremely dirty, unless I've layered layer after layer of this mousse on top and I want to strip my hair and get back to just clean hair. That's when I use shampoo. I don't even have it up here on display for my wet styles or no heat styles because it's such a rare occurrence. For me, I don't use a lot of products, so the co-wash method definitely will clean my hair because this is a clean rinse. And oil, the oil is fine. This does get the oil out of your hair. Conditioner definitely does have cleansing properties. It's absolutely fine if there isn't a ton of buildup. If you use grease, if you use a lot of gel, jam, things like that, a lot of hairspray, a lot of holding spray, a lot of products like that that are resistant to water, that aren't clean rinsing, then conditioner won't get that out of your hair. Then you're going to have to use a sulfate shampoo to clean your hair with. So those 4 things are what I use for my no heat styles or my wet styles. I'm going to come back and show you what I use for my heat styles. So moving on to my heat styles, this is where I introduce shampoo. And my shampoo that I use when I do my heat styles is the Aphogee shampoo for deep moisture. What I love about this shampoo is that it has sodium lauryl sulfate in it, which I don't mind. I believe that that has its place. This is the time for me when I want to strip my hair and get it back to just being naked hair with having no oil on it, no product on it, no buildup on it. This is the start of where you get the body from. Having hair that is lightweight and not weighed down starts with the stripping of the hair. You must clarify your hair to get everything off of it, to start from scratch. And this is where the sodium lauryl sulfate comes into play. Aphogee shampoo for deep moisture has high sulfate content in it. And also, because this says deep moisture, there is a high glycerin content as well. So you're getting a balance. You're getting the stripping that you want without over drying your hair. Everything has to be in balance. You can't have a shampoo that strips your hair of everything and doesn't put any moisture or help retain any moisture in the hair, because you're going to have dry hair and you're going to lead to damage much more quickly with dry hair. So this is what I like to use. I am a huge proponent of Aphogee products. I absolutely love them. I started using these products about 2-3 years ago, and I have not changed. I have not ventured out at all. Aphogee got the job done for me, and I'm so happy to have found a product that gets my desired styling effect and my desired time, that when I use these products, the results I'm going to get in my hair absolutely loves it. My hair absolutely loves it. And for the conditioner, I always use, or a heat style, I always use the Aphogee's 2-minute keratin reconstructor. I love this because this is also a high glycerin content, a high silicone content. Silicone helps to smooth down our cuticles, and it gives it that shine that we love. definitely you will get that shine when you use this conditioner. What I also love about this is that this is a light form of protein. When you're putting a lot of heat to your hair, you want to be doing some form of a light protein. I prefer to do it before I put heat to my hair because that's a preventative measure, and I definitely believe very strongly in doing things beforehand to prevent things from happening afterwards. It's so much more easier to prevent damage by using something with protein and silicone and glycerin before you put heat to your hair than it is to try to repair or bring hair back from damage. It's a lot harder and a slower process to bring your hair back from damage after you've gotten heat damage. So this is definitely great for that, and I swear by it. For a leave-in, I may or may not use a leave-in. It just depends on how my hair feels. For me, everything is about the feel. How does it feel? Does it still feel dry? If I've used my shampoo and my conditioner and my hair is still feeling dry, yes, I will use the leave-in. That's optional. That's why it's not in the photo. That's optional for me. I may or may not do this depending on how dry my hair feels. And for styling, we definitely have to use some form of a wrap lotion or a setting lotion, and what I use is the Aphogee's Wrap and Style Mousse. I love it because of the high silicone content. Silicone is definitely great for styling your hair. When I use these products, my hair, when it's humid outside, it definitely takes a lot of humidity to make my hair frizz. It takes a lot. Like when I wash my hair again after I put heat on it and flat iron it, my hair is so resistant to moisture that I literally have to squeeze the water back into my hair, which is a good thing. That has its place in terms of styling. This video is all about styling, not necessarily so much about hair care. Moisture is definitely key to hair growth, but because my hair is moisturized underneath those products, it has water on it underneath those products, it's great. It's great. What I love about this is that it's so very lightweight. You don't need a lot of this. That's why I have so much of this left. I've had this bottle for about 2 years and I only use about 2 or 3 pumps, and that's it. You don't need a lot of this. A little of this goes a long way. I'll do this before I blow dry my hair. I love to do that before I blow dry my hair. It smooths it down. It also helps to straighten it. When you blow dry it with this, it helps to pull that hair and give it that elasticity and that pliability. It gives it that hold and helps it to take on the shape that I'm getting ready to give it. That is my heat protectant when I'm doing my heat styles. I swear by Silk Infusion. This is the first heat protectant that I've tried, and it's the only heat protectant that I've tried. There is nothing else that I even really want to try because I love this product. It's expensive. This is $25 for this size bottle. However, I've had this size bottle for 2 years as well because you only are going to use about a dime size amount. This is extremely thick, so you don't need a lot of it. I put this on while my hair is still wet before I blow dry it. I do these 2 things. I'll put on the styling mousse, and then I'll put on top of the styling mousse, I'll put on the Silk Infusion, and then I'll comb this through, and then I'll go to blow dry my hair. This is amazing. Silk Infusion gives your hair such shine and protects it so well from the heat, and what protects it so well from the heat is the high silicone content of this product. Whenever you're looking for a heat protectant, make sure that it has a chemical called dimethicone or dimethicone in it. Some form of silicone needs to be in that heat protectant unless you're using coconut oil or grapeseed oil as your heat protectant, or some form of oil that has a high smoke point. I know coconut oil has an extremely high smoke point. I know grapeseed oil has a high smoke point. Avocado oil has a high smoke point. Cottonseed oil has a high smoke point. Just Google the smoke points of oils and use that accordingly, because certain oils have higher smoke points than others and some are very, very low. Like olive oil burns at 350, so I wouldn't use olive oil on my hair before I did heat. After you can use heat, it's fine. And that takes me to the oil. I use the oil on my hair at the very, very end of my heat style. It's not in the photo either because this is also an optional thing. I like to feel my hair. If my hair feels dry after I've blow dried it and flat ironed it and possibly curled it, I will go in and put a little bit of oil on it just to put back some of the moisture that the heat has taken away. That is definitely a must do. Every few days when my hair is straight, when it's flat ironed, I will put oil on my hair, and usually sometimes every night I'll put oil on my hair. During the winter, we must bump up the amount of moisturizing we're doing. We must bump up the amount of conditioning and hot oiling because the air is extremely dry. Cold air is extremely drying to our hair, and on top of that we're putting heat to our hair more. So the more heat means the more moisture. We must moisturize our hair much more in the winter than in the summer. I would definitely come to you guys and I will show you all that, how many times I'm going to hot oil and honey hot oil and deep condition my hair. So this concludes my staple product haul video. Thank you so much for watching my channel and watching my Nappy Roots, and please stay tuned for Nappy Roots because there's always much more on the way. Bye. Today I am rocking a hat because the hat is a great protective style. Just put on your little stocking cap underneath the hat and you are good to go. Definitely we should incorporate some more hats into our wardrobes as protective styles. We don't have to have our hair out every single day because there are definitely consequences to that. Having your hair out every day means that it's susceptible to dryness, susceptible to breakage when you wear your hair down. It's constantly rubbing against your clothes. That constant rubbing is going to fray hair and cause split ends if your hair is not properly moisturized. We got to be mindful of what it is we're doing. I've worn hats for a week at a time as a protective style because sometimes you don't feel like being bothered with your hair. Sometimes you want to just put it away and leave it alone and be done with it. Go out, get yourself some hats. You will thank me and your hair will thank you.